22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Nashville. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 28. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He finds Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like that. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward. Knocked him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one, a lot more to go. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, here's Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Tannehill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start with the option, and he is going to lose yardage here. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, there you be. His last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Willis's throw into the hands of Hooper. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Come 19! Come 19!
Now Willis on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun?
Running left, it's Henry. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly has. And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And finding the tight end Hooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5 now. Willis. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Down right around the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
To throw, here's Willis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Barkley. And some room to... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay,
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. It's complete. Burks
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Woods. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Willis wants to pass it again.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first.
Met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go. Strike.
Willis, got to have this one. That's into a crowd and intercepted.